Welcome to Pure Production Flow, where we explore the fascinating journey of transforming raw nature into industrial perfection for the world. Today, we are witnessing the complete life cycle of industrial tamarind paste production, a magical process of engineering, science, and culinary nutrition. The journey begins here at the receiving dock, where massive trucks arrive carrying tons of harvested raw tamarind from tropical orchards. These vehicles have traveled hundreds of miles to deliver the finest raw ingredients required for high-quality food production standards globally. As the gates open, a cascade of dry tamarind pods flows out, marking the very first step of this transformation process. The raw material is dusty and brittle, covered in hard shells that must be removed efficiently by our advanced processing machinery. Conveyor belts roar to life, carrying the raw harvest upward toward the sorting facility where the real mechanical magic starts happening. From above, the flow of ingredients looks like a continuous river, guided precisely by automated systems designed for maximum production efficiency. Human oversight remains crucial as technicians monitor the initial flow to ensure no foreign objects enter the delicate processing machinery lines. Random samples are inspected manually to guarantee that the moisture content is perfect for the mechanical shelling and deseeding stages ahead. The first stage of cleaning involves powerful vibrating sieves that shake off loose dirt, leaves, and twigs from the orchard harvest. Slow motion reveals the intensity of the vibration, ensuring that only clean pods proceed to the next critical phase of production. Now, cleaner and sorted, the pods travel on hygienic blue belts toward the heavy-duty crushers responsible for breaking the hard shells. Precision rollers apply exact pressure to crack the brittle outer shells while preserving the valuable sticky fruit pulp hidden deep inside. The brittle shells shatter upon impact, separating from the fruit meat, which is the core ingredient for our final, delicious product. Powerful air jets utilize gravity and weight differences to blow away the light shell debris, leaving only the heavy fruit pulp. Advanced extraction systems capture every piece of waste immediately, maintaining a sterile environment essential for modern food safety and hygiene standards. What remains is a sticky mass of pulp, seeds, and fibers, ready for the most difficult part of the extraction process. This specialized equipment uses friction and agitation to loosen the hard black seeds from the sticky fibers without crushing them. The hard seeds are ejected onto a separate waste line, potentially to be repurposed for other industrial uses or organic fuel. The pulp is now free of hard contaminants and enters the washing phase to remove any remaining fine dust or impurities. Agitated water baths gently tumble the fruit, ensuring that every surface is rinsed thoroughly before the cooking process actually begins. As the fruit exits the bath, excess water drains away through the mesh belt, leaving the pulp hydrated and perfectly clean. The facility layout is designed for seamless flow, moving the product from dry cleaning to wet processing with absolute mechanical precision. Before cooking, the long fibers must be shortened by coarse grinders to ensure a smooth consistency in the final paste product. Sharp stainless steel blades rotate at high velocity, breaking down the tough structure of the fruit to maximize flavor extraction later. The ground mixture accumulates in holding tanks where operators verify the texture is correct before authorizing the transfer to the cookers. Powerful screw pumps take over the transport duties, pushing the thick viscous mass through pipes toward the large industrial steamer. Inside these sterile pipes, the tamarind travels safely, protected from any external contamination while moving to the thermal processing zone. We now enter the heart of the factory, the cooking zone, where giant steam-jacketed kettles await the prepared tamarind pulp. Automated valves open to fill the kettles, and the cooking process begins immediately to soften the pulp and release pectin. Heavy-duty agitators stir the mixture constantly, ensuring heat is distributed evenly and preventing the thick paste from burning at the bottom. As the temperature rises, the mixture transforms into a bubbling liquid, releasing the distinct sour and tangy aroma of tamarind. Precise digital sensors monitor the heat curve, ensuring the product reaches the exact temperature required for pasteurization and texture modification. Technicians frequently test the boiling liquid to measure the concentration of solids, ensuring the final product will have the perfect thickness. Over time, controlled evaporation removes excess water, intensifying the flavor profile and creating the signature density of high-quality tamarind paste. Once the cooking cycle is complete, the hot liquid is released from the bottom valves, heading straight for the filtration stages. Centrifugal filters spin at high speeds to force the liquid through fine screens, catching even the smallest remaining fiber particles. The waste fibers are ejected dry and compacted, while the valuable tamarind extract flows out smooth, velvety, and completely pure. To preserve the bright color and fresh taste, we use vacuum concentration, which boils the water off at much lower temperatures. Inside the vacuum chamber, the paste thickens gently, protecting the delicate vitamins and natural acids from being destroyed by high heat. The evaporated water is captured and condensed by cooling systems, recycling resources, and making the factory more environmentally sustainable. The result is a highly concentrated paste, glossy and dark, packing the punch of dozens of tamarind pods in every spoonful. Before packaging, samples are rushed to the laboratory where scientists examine the microstructure to ensure stability and shelf life consistency. Microscopic analysis confirms that the paste is uniform and free from any microbial contamination, meeting international food safety standards. The acidity level is measured precisely, as the distinct sourness is the defining characteristic that chefs and customers expect worldwide. With quality approval granted, the batch is released to the holding tanks that feed the automated filling and packaging lines. In the clean room, thousands of sterile jars march along the conveyors, receiving a final blast of air to ensure purity. High-speed nozzles descend with robotic precision, filling each container with the exact weight of product in a fraction of a second. The viscosity is perfectly calibrated so the nozzles cut the flow cleanly, preventing any messy drips on the jar rims. To guarantee freshness, an induction sealer applies an aluminum foil barrier to the mouth of every jar, locking in the flavor. Rotary cappers apply the plastic lids using torque sensors to tighten them securely without damaging the threads or the container. High-speed rollers apply the branding labels, giving the product its identity and providing nutritional information to the consumer. Laser or inkjet coders mark every single unit with a batch number and expiry date for full traceability and consumer safety. Computer vision systems inspect the final package, instantly rejecting any unit that does not look perfect on the store shelf. At the end of the line, skilled workers assist robotic arms in packing the finished jars into sturdy cardboard shipping cartons. The boxes are sealed automatically and sent to the palletizer, marking the completion of the manufacturing process for this batch. Forklifts transport the stacked pallets to our massive climate-controlled warehouse, where they await distribution to markets around the world. This warehouse holds the result of thousands of hours of labor and engineering, ready to bring flavor to millions of kitchens. From this factory, our tamarind paste becomes the secret ingredient in famous dishes like pad thai, sour soups, and barbecue glazes. But the work here never stops. The machines continue their rhythmic dance as new trucks arrive with fresh raw materials. Let's take a closer look at the engineering marvels that make this possible, focusing on the durability of these industrial gears. Regular maintenance is key. Our engineering team works tirelessly to ensure every bolt and bearing is in peak operating condition. Between batches, the clean-in-place system flushes the entire network with sanitizing solutions without needing to disassemble a single pipe. This automated cleaning cycle reaches areas human hands could never reach, guaranteeing a level of hygiene that is absolute and verifiable. Innovation is constant here. Today, we are also testing a batch of sweet tamarind for a new premium product line. You can see the subtle difference in shell color. The sweet variety requires slightly gentler handling during the initial crushing phase. Operators adjust the pressure settings on the digital interface, calibrating the machines to adapt to the softer texture of sweet tamarind. The adaptability of this production line allows the factory to switch between different fruit varieties with minimal downtime or retooling. The resulting pulp is golden and chewy, destined for snack products rather than the cooking pastes we saw being made earlier. For this premium product, we employ X-ray scanners to detect any hidden seeds that might have escaped the mechanical separation process. The X-ray imaging provides a look inside the fruit density, automatically triggering air jets to reject any piece containing a seed. Unlike the paste, this variety enters a drying tunnel where warm air circulates to achieve the perfect chewy texture for snacking. Controlled dehydration concentrates the natural sugars, making the fruit shelf-stable without adding any artificial preservatives or chemical stabilizers. Some batches are tumbled in a drum with sugar and chili, creating a spicy sweet treat that is popular in tropical regions. Responsibility goes beyond production. We now look at the wastewater treatment plant where all processed water is purified before release. Biological reactors use natural bacteria to break down the organic tamarind residue, turning waste into harmless sludge and clean water. The final effluent is clear enough to be reused for irrigating the factory's green gardens, closing the environmental loop completely.
Oh wow, that is delicious.
Employee welfare is also paramount.
Best meal
The
we've
staff
had here.
enjoys nutritious meals in the canteen, often flavored with the very products they manufacture. Upstairs, the management team discusses future innovations, specifically focusing on transitioning to biodegradable packaging materials for the next year. Back on the floor, the afternoon shift takes over seamlessly, maintaining the high production targets required to meet global demand. The brain of the factory is the PLC control room, where miles of wiring connect every sensor to a central computer. Real-time data analytics allow engineers to predict potential mechanical failures before they happen, preventing costly stoppages in the production line. We watch the robotic palletizer again, admiring how it calculates the optimal stacking pattern to ensure stability during long transport. Using vacuum grippers, the robot handles heavy boxes with a gentle touch, reducing the physical strain that was once placed on workers. Once stacked, the pallet is spun on a turntable while being wrapped in stretch film to secure the load against shifting. Automated guided vehicles, or AGVs, follow magnetic tracks on the floor to transport the finished pallets without any human driver. These smart robots are equipped with safety sensors to stop immediately if a person or object blocks their pre-programmed path. As the afternoon sun hits the stainless steel tanks, the factory glows, a testament to the blend of nature and industry. Let's revisit the hygiene protocols. Every worker must pass through air showers and strict hand-washing stations before touching any machinery. Touchless dispensers ensure that no cross-contamination occurs, setting the standard for cleanliness that is maintained throughout the entire facility. Protective gear is mandatory and changed frequently, ensuring that the human element does not introduce any biological risks to the food. In the microbiology lab, cultures are grown from random samples to verify that the pasteurization process was 100% effective. Incubators hold the test plates for days, but the results consistently show our rigorous sterilization methods destroy all harmful pathogens. The supply chain isn't just about fruit. A massive inventory of labels, caps, and jars is managed with just-in-time logistics. Operators perform rapid changeovers of label rolls, ensuring the high-speed line doesn't stop for more than a minute during reloading. Ideally, the factory even blows its own bottles from preforms right on site to reduce transport costs and ensure container sterility. Heat expands the small plastic tubes into the final jar shape instantly, which are then immediately fed onto the filling line. Cool air hardens the plastic instantly, creating a rigid container ready to withstand the heat of the incoming tamarind paste. Back at the cookers, a batch is finished, and the automatic cleaning nozzles descend to blast the interior with high-pressure steam. The rinse water, rich in organic sugars, is diverted to the treatment plant, preventing any sticky residue from clogging the main drains. A visual inspection confirms the steel is spotless, ready to receive the next load of raw pulp for another cooking cycle. At the shipping dock, refrigerated trucks have backed in, their cooling units humming to prepare for the long journey to distribution centers. Loading is a delicate ballet of heavy machinery, maximizing space inside the truck while ensuring the cargo remains stable and secure. Digital manifests are signed, transferring custody of the goods and tracking the shipment via GPS until it reaches the customer's warehouse. The trucks depart, carrying the finished tamarind paste to supermarkets, restaurants, and food manufacturers across the country and beyond borders. As the sun begins to set, the factory lights flick on, but the production inside continues relentlessly through the coming night shift. Manufacturing is a 24-hour operation. The night shift crew arrives with fresh energy to keep the production numbers climbing. Advanced soundproofing protects the workers' hearing and prevents noise pollution from disturbing the surrounding community during the quiet night hours. Security is tight. Cameras monitor every corner of the facility to ensure safety and protect the integrity of the food supply. There is a stark beauty in the industrial shadows, a visual reminder of the heavy investment in technology required for modern food. Let's recap the incredible journey we have witnessed, from the dusty, raw pods arriving on trucks to the sealed, labeled jars. It started with the raw, brittle harvest of nature, full of potential, but locked inside hard shells and tough, fibrous webs. Mechanical ingenuity liberated the fruit, crushing shells and ejecting seeds with a speed and precision that human hands could never match. Thermal processing transformed the texture, marrying heat and water to extract the essence of the fruit into a smooth, rich liquid. Filtration and vacuum concentration refined that liquid, removing impurities and intensifying the flavor to create a world-class culinary ingredient. Finally, automation packaged that perfection into convenient jars, sealed for freshness and ready to travel to kitchens around the entire globe. Our products are exported to over 50 countries, bringing the authentic taste of tropical tamarind to chefs and families everywhere. In fine dining restaurants, this paste is used to create glazes for duck or seafood, adding a sophisticated sour note. In home kitchens, it simplifies cooking traditional recipes, saving hours of soaking and squeezing raw tamarind pulp by hand. Culinary professionals trust this brand because of the consistency. Every jar tastes exactly the same, allowing for perfect recipes every time. Looking to the future, the factory is installing solar panels on the roof to reduce its carbon footprint and energy costs. Renewable energy will soon power these conveyors and cookers, making the production of tamarind paste as green as it is delicious. Even the waste has a purpose. Shells and seeds are processed into biomass fuel or organic fertilizer for local farmers. This creates a circular economy where the byproducts of the factory return to the earth to help grow the next harvest. Sustainable farming practices ensure that we will have a steady supply of high-quality tamarind for generations of production to come. It all comes back to the connection between the land and the machine, a partnership that feeds the world efficiently. As we near the end of our tour, the final pallets of the day are being wrapped and labeled for shipment. The cleaning crew prepares to take over the floor, ensuring the facility remains spotless for the start of tomorrow's operations. Energy conservation protocols automatically dim the lights in inactive zones, reflecting the smart management systems integrated into the building's infrastructure. Data screens display the daily output, celebrating another successful day of meeting targets without a single safety incident or quality issue. Continuous improvement strategies have raised efficiency by 15% this year alone, a testament to the dedication of the workforce. Behind every machine is a team of dedicated people, from engineers to packers, who take pride in the products they make. This jar represents their hard work, a symbol of quality that customers trust whenever they see it on the supermarket shelf. The transformation is complete. The rough, dry pod has become a smooth, versatile paste, ready to inspire delicious culinary creations. The flow never truly stops. As long as there is a demand for flavor, this factory will continue its rhythmic production. We pause to appreciate the silent power of these machines, the steel giants that make modern food production a reality. Every weld, every bolt, and every sensor plays a critical role in the symphony of manufacturing that we have witnessed today. Technology and tradition meet here, preserving the ancient taste of tamarind using the most futuristic methods available to engineering science. As the world sleeps, the logistics network keeps moving, ensuring that fresh stock arrives at destinations before the stores open. Under the starry sky, the factory emits only clean steam, a silent promise of our commitment to environmental stewardship and sustainability. Next time you see this jar in your local store, remember the journey it took and the care put into it. You are not just buying a condiment, you are buying the result of agricultural passion and industrial excellence combined in one package. From the farmer who grew the tree to the engineer who programmed the robot, hundreds of hands helped bring this to you. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of tamarind processing, revealing the hidden complexity behind a simple ingredient. Thank you for joining us on this educational tour through the pipes, tanks, and conveyors of our modern manufacturing facility. If you found this process fascinating, there are many more industrial journeys waiting to be discovered on our channel in the future. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another episode of Industrial Discovery. Leave a comment below on what production process you would like to see next, and we might feature it soon. This has been Pure Production Flow. Until next time, keep exploring the amazing world of how things are made. Goodbye.